What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Shane and this is the Shane Show. Alright guys, so I have not posted a video in a really long time, but there's a reason for that. I've been busy, but I've been working on something and I want to share that with you guys today. Super pumped about this. So for those of you guys that know me, you know that I've had this car for about 10 years. And anyways, let's just get to it. So we finally got the beast back. So this is a 1994 R33 GTS25T. We got the car in 2010 and done a lot of stuff to it. It was green when we got it. Got the license plate unlock. This car is actually 50 state federal legal. This is a MotoRex car. For those of you guys that don't know the story on MotoRex, look it up. There's basically 120 Skylines that were imported into the US legally, federally bonded, insured, all that stuff, 50 state legal. This is one of those. So this is what makes the car 50 state legal. It comes with a substitute US VIN number. I also want to share with you guys, we have some paperwork too that also came with the car to show that it's all legal. So let's check that out. So check out this. We have the original salesman from Prince Nissan that sold the car. It's pretty freaking cool. I don't know if anybody can read Japanese, but we have some paperwork on the power boost controller. The car also came with some service history records. The guy with the thumbs up here. There's just a lot of cool things that came with it. So I think this is like an oil change or something like that. I'm not really sure, but pretty crazy to see. So we have this book too, which just shows like service history, some things to kind of do for maintenance and stuff like that on the car. So this is like a log book. We also have, again, like another log book, maintenance. There you go. It's pretty cool. And then we have manual, which is just crazy. It's in really, really good condition. All the pages are super clean. So all this stuff came with the car when we got it. So obviously all of this stuff is super rare. And to be, I think, in this good condition, I don't really know, but comment down below what you guys think of the paperwork. But this letter right here tells us that this car is legally able to be in the United States. It's from the US Department of Transportation. It has the customs number, the vehicle make, model, identification number, and then a signature. This right here just tells us that all applicable federal motor vehicle safety standards may be released. So pretty cool history with this car. Again, there's about 120 32s, 33s, and 34s that were imported by MotoRex. So enough about that stuff, but I just want to show a brief history of some of the paperwork and stuff that we had with the car. When we got it, it was, like I said, it was green. Didn't look quite like this. It was pretty beat up, and so we did a whole bunch of new engine builds, some other modification stuff, so let's get into that right now. So one of the first things we did is we wanted to get this license plate, so got that on lockdown, R33 license plate. Again, the car came green. It's got, we put some Inky RPF1s on there, and went with some Falcon Azenis tires. We were sponsored by Falcon at one time. This was a 2012 SEMA car, and then we participated in the Optima Ultimate Street Car Invitational, if you guys know what that is. It's part of a race that Optima puts on all throughout the year, and then the main events in Vegas. But interior of this car is pretty stock, which is pretty cool to see. It did come with some carbon fiber door sills. It has the carbon fiber overlay here in between the door and the window. All of the door panels and everything. That speaker, we do need to fix that, obviously. We did put the NRG steering wheel on there. It's a limited edition steering wheel. And But overall, I mean, the car looks pretty good interior wise. Has the factory floor mats, which I heard those are pretty rare, and back seat and everything looks pretty good. The headliner is all pretty clean, and so overall, this car's in pretty good condition. Still has the factory radio, and this carbon fiber like overlay sticker or whatever it is came with the car when we got it. Has an impulse shift knob, which is pretty cool. Yeah, pretty decent interior. Like I said, it was taken care of. The interior was. We got to fix this, obviously. There's a couple of things. This car's 25 years old. I've slowly been able to go through it. Those parts aren't really easy to find. You have to pretty much get them in Japan. I actually did just get this fuse box cover right here. I have an ashtray coming and cigarette lighter and stuff like that, but it's just kind of hard to find these parts, especially being in the States. So it does have 107,000 or 106,902 kilometers on it, so it's not that many kilometers for a car that's 25 years old. All the mirrors and everything are working, blinkers, all that stuff. So as far as the interior goes, the car's looking pretty good. We did have to put a fire extinguisher on there when we were at the racetrack for the Optima Streetcar Invitational, because we ran on Pahrump, or because we ran in Pahrump at Spring Mountain Raceway. So, more on the outside of the car. It does have a Duluck body kit. We don't have the front bumper on right now, but side skirts and rear bumper. We did put this NRG tow hook on the back. Obviously, you want to make sure that we have used this quite a few times. It's got a Buddy Club Spec racing exhaust. Still need to buff it out, clean it out. We did put this sticker on. This car used to be stickered out. Alright, so let's go check out the motor. Alright, you guys, so here's the motor. Fresh off a new build. When I first got the car, it had this Greddy intake manifold right here with this throttle body that came with it. It had this Nismo Strut Bar here. Like I said, it came with the Power FC. So besides this Greddy intake manifold and this Nismo Strut Bar, we've pretty much gone through majority of the car since we got it. The car did have stock internals when we first got it, but it had a 3076R on it. And I had it for maybe 3 months, and then the pistons were cracking. So we stripped down the motor, put CP pistons in, Eagle rods, ACL Race Bearings, port and polished the head. We did all that work. This was all 10 years ago when we did this. And we put the 3076R back on, and then it put down 420 horsepower on 18 pounds of boost on 91. So recently we've been running that setup for a really long time, and then 2 years ago the car kind of started acting up again, so decided to strip it down this last year. It's a big reason why I haven't posted videos in a while, and should have been posting of the build, but just been busy. And so after we did that, now we got this new build, so I'll go through that with you guys. So we got Samco hoses. Inside there's HKS cam gears. We have HKS timing belt. We went with the Smart Coil R33 GTR coil packs. We have Deatsch Works 740cc injectors. We have a custom exhaust manifold. I'm trying to see if you guys can see that down in there. Went with this 3582R turbo. And then custom downpipe. Have a Tial wastegate, 44mm, an external dump down there. So much cleaner setup. Because what we had on here before was an old school HKS iron cast exhaust manifold where the turbo was mounted underneath. And we had to jack up the motor just to get the turbo off. So the setup is definitely a lot cleaner. We also had the return oil line from the turbo going back into the block was leaking because it was like this big. So just way cleaner setup. So shout out to Dyno Comp here in Arizona, tuning shop in Scottsdale. Actually one of the top 20 tuning shops in the US, but they helped make this custom setup here with some intercooler piping, and then got obviously the manual boost controller. They did this custom catch can setup for us, and then got the turbo blanket on there. Obviously want to make sure keeping things cool, especially being that close to the motor. But check out these cool lines that were ran all the way through. They did a really good job, and yeah, all that fabric looks really, really good. So wastegate's under there. It's real close to the strut tower. Still running the MAF setup. One day I'll get a different ECU for the Apex Power FC ECU. They make a Deatsch kit, and that basically eliminates the MAF, and then we can just run right off the turbo right here. Came with this intercooler when we got it, so that was there, and we still have the OEM radiator. And surprisingly, with RBs, you guys, these run really, really cool. I've never had any type of heating issues whatsoever with the car. That's one thing they did really well with this. And then got the Gretty oil filter down there. So it's a 3582R, and then it's got a 1.06 exhaust housing, which we're experiencing boost creep, so I'm probably going to have to end up taking the exhaust housing off and go with a 0.82, because right now it spools at like 5,400. So it's a pretty big turbo, and then it's experiencing boost creep once we get in there. So probably gonna get a smaller exhaust housing on there, but got the Tial blow-off valve here, and then got some new headlights coming. These need to be replaced here. We did do this custom power steering bracket right here. Normally the power steering is located up here, but obviously with everything we had going on, we had to relocate it. So relocated that over here. Put some nice heat protectant all around the power steering lines, and just routed everything all way underneath, so nothing is even close to the exhaust over here. So still a work in progress, but it's running, and right now we're breaking it in. So got to put like 1,000 miles on it, and I'll take it out. So let's go take it out. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. So again, we just got this motor built. So we're just in the break-in period right now. So just gonna cruise it around the neighborhood a little bit. exhaust housing, the 0.82 from the 1.06 AR on the exhaust housing, definitely probably be spooling about 1,000 RPM sooner, probably like around 45. boost creep issue, don't want to rev it past that. But for now, braking period, don't want to beat on the car anyway. And so after I break it in, then I'll do that, change the oil, get all that stuff going. A big question I get a lot when people see me out driving this is like, oh, the steering wheel's on the wrong side. No, it's not on the wrong side, it's right-hand drive, obviously, but other people don't know that. They're like, how does it feel to drive on that side of the car? And honestly, guys, it takes 5 minutes to get used to. It's really not that much of a difference from driving a manual on the left-hand side. So, really everything's the same except for the blinkers. Blinkers are on your right hand instead of your left hand. Other than that, everything's the same. Pedals, shift gears, all that stuff, it's all the same. So, no big issues there. Something about an RB motor just sounds so good. Obviously the 2J sounds amazing too. Yeah, now we have this bigger turbo on there. Cool, definitely. And then that, obviously the exhaust manifold that we put on, the car definitely got like a deeper, throatier